open this for the show. It is Zell Rants. Y'all know what it is. It's time for me to get my rants off. Y'all know, and I wanted before I get my rant off, I want to show y'all. I want to give a shout out to Jackson Dot Scatterboo. This is like apparently that they were childhood friends. I didn't know it, but so let's shout out to Scatterboo.
Hey,
We love Scatterboo out here. We love Scatterboo. Shout out to Scatterboo. Mom said he used to put on pads and run into a telephone pole. I believe it. I believe it. So shout out to Scatterboo and Zell Rants. He make me feel a little better, but it's time to rant. So I ain't gonna. I might not go. I'm going. Stephen A. Smith. I ain't made the video on you. You ain't made me that mad. But I gotta call you out, Stephen. I've never a grown man came on your show, said he was looking for you, hoping you was there, Stephen. Now, this all during this time you talking about Jasmine Crockett and how she shouldn't talk to the president like that, even though the president, your daughter called her apparently called her ghetto trash or something. I don't know if that's true or not. AI will trick you, so I don't know if that's true, but I'm gonna call it ghetto trash. So we all know it, even if it wasn't AI, if it was AI, I'm gonna say it. So you're asking her to you should respect the president, and then you go at LeBron in a weird way, talking about I hate him, and then a grown man come on your show and he comes on you and asks you a simple question. What did he ask them? How to what did he say? How to he said,
You had some advice about my marriage.
yeah, he has advice about my relationship.
You know what I mean?
And all I saw, Hollywood, all I saw wasn't right. All I saw nobody was. I'm like, is my boy all right? Is he okay? I thought about calling the police. I'm like, oh, do we need to call the ambulance? Is my man all right? He's out here stuttering, his tongue's like twisted in there, and he's losing his mind. I'm like, is he okay?
You can turn into mush mouth.
Yeah, then he said, "Oh, I thought you had advice for me." He said, "Oh, I've never been married. I don't have no advice for that. I have nothing. I don't know anything. I stay in my field." And my man hit him with the line. He said, "Because you know what I do? I make $1 billion businesses because that's what I do. I stay in my lane of stuff I know what I'm talking about." And I said, "So you know what I was expecting? I expect them to go on their show and do that." Sucker, do sucker stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like he did with LeBron. Because LeBron
Right.
met him, he apologized on ESPN, but then he got on their show and started talking crazy. So I'm like, okay, Steven, what you gonna say, Steven? I want to see what you gonna go off on him again. Steven, I like, I'm very respectful. I didn't
Are
mean
you?
I didn't mean to offend him in any way. I still believe what I say, but I don't know what I'm talking about. So I was Stephen A. Smith. Bro, we know what you are now. It's defined. You are defined now. We see how you act. Bro, it's no debate right now, Steven. It's no debate. You are defined. We know how you act. We see what you do. We heard what you said all week. You don't talk to the people in power like that. You figure out how to work because you have no power to change. You do what they say and then you try to go around. Sir, I don't know. I'm not gonna say mean thing. I'm nice. That's why I had to play Scatterboo. The only reason I played the Scatterboo clip is so I can feel a little better going in on Stephen A. Smith. But you got a few more chances and you're going to get a dedicated video. It ain't going to just be a rant, Stephen. It ain't just going to be a rant. You'll have a whole dedicated video to you because we got a lot of content. We got content. Anybody thoughts on Stephen A. Smith before I go to the next one?
You know what I mean? He a sucker. Sucker A. Smith, Stephen A. Simp, Screaming
I was
A.
going to say
Whatever.
bootlicker, but sucker fit.
You know what I mean? That nigga, I don't know. I used to have a lot of respect for Stephen A. Like, a lot of respect. Like, because, you know what I mean? Growing up in Philadelphia, he was one of the writers for the Philadelphia Inquirer. I used to read the newspaper a lot, so I had a lot of respect for his journalistic, you know what I mean? But nowadays, like, ever since last year, you know what I mean? That's when he started rubbing me the wrong way. You know what I mean? He's just been doing a lot of buck dancing for white people. You know what I mean?
I've been
And
feeling it for 10 years, but
yeah, I mean, I don't like it. And then you had all that shit to say about Serena, a woman. You know what I mean, but then when a man got something to say to you, you know what I mean, we saw what happened. So yeah, he a sucker.
nobody.
oof, man. Hollywood said it best. He has moved into the sucker territory with me. And it's crazy because around last year is when I kind of stopped with the whole Caitlin Clark thing when I forget the girl with the low cut called him out on his own show.
Who was it? Monica McNutt.
Monica McNutt called him out on
Yeah.
the show and had him looking stupid, and he kept trying to get his point across, but she just said that point and it was done, and he just was tap dancing at that point.
He didn't like it either. He's like, hey, I don't like Stephen A.
Yeah, I said, damn. That's when I kind of stopped watching First Take. I was watching it religiously so I could catch all the things I missed, and I just kind of stopped. It was just kind of like, this is corny. Mad Dog is corny. I do like Cam and RC, and I like listening to Chris Canty. I like the guests he
RC
had
on my
his
nerves
show.
too. I'm tired of you apologizing.
Yeah, Mad Dog, he might be the worst ever.
I'm
Apologize every time you say something. Like, bro,
yeah, it was so random. Like, just say what you say and just keep it moving. Like, you is not going to. But I'm not gonna rant. He a sucker, and it's he old now. I'm kind of done with him.
I was gonna just say bootleg. I feel like anybody in power he suck up to, and then they try to act hard for everybody. Like, I ain't no, I'll punch LeBron. Everybody like, nobody asked this.
Yeah,
Man, LeBron will whoop that man.
and you know it.
So my whole thing. That's when and then he went on the little tour trying to talk about it all day, and then I gotta know it. That's when I really gotta know it. But he do a lot of stuff that's been supposed to put him on that list for like a decade. Him and Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry on the list too. But next they'll rant. Let's talk about it. The Cowboys defense. How about them Cowboys? Let's talk about this Cowboys defense. The Cowboys defense. Hollywood.
Probably. If not, if you
Nobody. Do you know who the quarterbacks the Cowboys that play?
Jalen Hurts,
Jalen Hurts,
Bryce Young,
Bryce Young,
who else?
Justin Fields,
Justin Fields,
Philip Williams, Jordan Love, and Russell Wilson, who does not even start anymore.
Yikes!
You want to know the stats? Combined, they have completed 72% of their passes, throwing for 270 yards a game, 15 touchdowns, and only 2 picks. Now, who in this quarterback list made that so high? None of them, because they all played well. Russell Wilson threw for 450 yards, and he don't even start no more.
He don't even start no more. Yeah, that's bad. That's
horrible.
Let me put it to y'all like this. Last week, Justin Fields had 45 passing yards, negative 10 overall. Against the Cowboys, he had 283 yards, 2 touchdowns. This man had negative 10 yards before that.
Nasty.
Bryce Young was talked about being benched. He came back and literally put the game of the year on for himself. Russell Wilson had to put the game of the year for himself because the week after he got benched. So, by default, this is literally the worst. You know what they ranked in every category on defense?
32.
They're last in every category on defense.
Every category.
Every category on defense. They are last place.
Should have paid Micah.
Their offense is first place, which is insane.
Facts.
They're the only team in the league. The Ravens would have been, but they lost Lamar. They have scored 30 points a game and have given up 30 points a game. Dak Prescott has thrown 11 touchdowns, no interceptions, 75% passing. He averaged, I think, 3 touchdowns a game. And they are 1-1-1 in the last 3 games because they cannot stop anybody. Cowboys defense, Jerry Jones. I don't know what on earth you created, but you made the worst. Your secondary is paid $100 million. Your corners. And they look like absolute Trevon Diggs get benched every week. Cowboys. Your defense is awful. I don't know what you can do. I'll bench everybody. How can you get worse than last? Just bench everybody on the team. It don't matter. Ain't like they go. Maybe they'll play better. Maybe if we bench everybody and put the practice squad in, they'll play better. Because we can't get no better. We can't get no worse than last place. We have nowhere further to go down. I've never heard of a team being last in every category.
This is a historically bad defense.
Yeah, like maybe if you was like top 15 in runs defense, you could we could just do the secondary. You're bad at everything. So I don't know what's with the Cowboys. How y'all feel about the Cowboys defense?
I mean, they should have paid Micah, man.
I should have paid Micah. That's awful.
And also, they top 2 corners. They just pick merchants. To be honest, they not really good. Like man, like Deron Bland, Trayvon Diggs, like they can get you interceptions, but when it comes to actually covering man coverage like that, they don't got it. And that's why you see why Russell Wilson had the best passing game of his life recently. Justin Fields went crazy. You know what I mean? As long as your corners only worried about getting interceptions and not really got the fundamentals and good technique and real pass coverage, they're going to keep getting burnt. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Couldn't happen to a nicer team.
Yo, if I see Trevor and Diggs fall one more time trying to fall for a fake, I'm like, bro, every week. I saw two was crawling to a
And then
receiver that
still
was
the
wide
Cowboys
open.
can't stop the run.
You can't stop the run, can't stop the pass. You
Like
just
that was their biggest problem last year. They couldn't stop the run, and then look what happened. Rico Dowdle just left y'all building last season, and then he came back and put up 200 yards on y'all.
and what did he say? He said, no, they know how I'm coming. He said they know I'm coming to hard. Pause. But
It's karma for how they did Zeke.
that's true. And last but not least, on Zell Rants, Tua, please. CTE acting up, my boy. The CTE is acting up. You ain't even scatterboo like CTE. Listen, Tua, you went out there. Let's talk about it. You went on the mic in an interview and literally snitched that people aren't showing up to
He woke up
team.
on his own and crawled over to him.
Nobody. He snitched that people aren't coming to players only meeting and then had the nerve to blame the coach for it. It's literally a players only meeting. You are the captain of the team. You have a C on your chest. You are the quarterback. You're paid more than half the roster by yourself. And you like, people, the leadership ain't leading. The leadership isn't leading. You are the leader in the players only meeting. Your coach aren't even allowed in the players only meeting. You are literally the leader. How are you arguing that it's the leadership fault that y'all ain't getting stuff done because people won't show up to me? That's because they don't respect you. You are not respected. They don't like you. Half your offense quits every game. They don't see you as a leader. You are not that guy, pal. You're not that good either. I don't even know what's going on. You have great receivers around you. You have a good running game. Your offensive line ain't bad. You had Jonnu Smith last year, who was amazing at tight end. And somehow you still garbage. How are you still trash? Why does no one like you on your entire team? Maybe because you want to snitch on everybody. You went to the media and told them that whatever nobody wants to come to team meetings. That's your problem. Why are you telling us? You want us to give you sympathy? Oh, poor Tua. The players won't support him. No, that means you're trash. You're garbage. We don't like you here in Miami. You're gone. You're getting your coach fired. Probably because he's so soft on you, the reason you're getting fired. You cried. Matter of fact, you remember you remember Flores? You holler, y'all remember Flores?
Yep.
Holler, you remember why Flores no longer coaches Miami?
Wasn't it because the owner was trying to get him to throw game for a
That
good draft pick?
but also Tua kind of like he didn't like him.
Yeah, and Tua was
Yeah.
Tua like he's yelling at me. So they got a nice coach, and now everybody on your team looks soft.
Yep.
Tua,
Yeah.
all this is your fault. So STFU, Tua.
Please. Please shut up.
I agree with you. Tua need to shut up, and Mike McDaniel need to say more. Like, you know what I mean? That nigga is just, but he done aged about 10 years since he been in Miami. They stressing that man out. And Tua is just, he not a good leader of men. It's just, we see it. You know what I mean? Basically, what he said during that whole press conference, and Zell May is right. You are the quarterback of the team. You're the CEO of the team, basically. You're the leader. You're the face of the franchise. If people in players only meeting aren't taking it serious, they falling asleep, they showing up late, it's because you gotta look within because they don't have no respect for you. You know what I mean? You the leader. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure if Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Drew Brees, whoever they call the players only meeting, motherfuckers is showing up. You know what I mean? If Jalen Hurts call the players only meeting, motherfuckers is showing up. You know what I mean? Baker Mayfield call the players only meeting, motherfuckers is showing up. Like, I mean, so Tua he's not a good quarterback, to be honest. You know what I mean? And he's just not a good leader of men. And he don't hold himself accountable. Every time something bad goes something happened in Miami, reporters ask him a question about something he can improve upon with his play, he always get defensive and he don't want to take accountability. You don't never hear him say it starts with me. I need to change this and that. Like it's always somebody else. Like you know what I mean, and that's not a good look for a quarterback. You know what I mean, so yeah, he need to shut up, and he also just need to get up out of there. Miami, it's just time for y'all to break that whole team apart, like blow that shit up.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Bro, the man, he was good, and then he kept getting concussions, and now I don't know what's going on. It's just all bad, bro. He need to retire because I'm be honest with you, he don't look good. He make the decisions. He blame everybody else because he was Alabama. He looked like he was a great leader. Jalen Hurts shot at them. They looked like they were great leaders on the team, but I don't know what happens to all them concussions or like you coached by Nick Saban. How are you still? Nick Saban made somebody on the Dolphins cry when he coached the Dolphins. Yeah, how
Mhm.
are you this
Right.
soft with Nick Saban when you without Nick Saban?
Mm.
So I don't know what's going on in that
I mean,
situation.
free Jalen Waddle,
Free Jalen Waddle, free every receiver on that
free
team.
HN.
Free HN too.
How do you have Jalen Waddle, Tyreek Hill,
HN.
HN? How do you have these players?
Actually, Janu Smith.
Like, how do you have these players and you what 1-5? How do you have that and you 1-5? It's because your quarterback sucks. What
The one win is the Jets who ain't won a game.
against the Jets who haven't won a game, and in a competitive game they won against the Jets who haven't won yet. Tua. I mean, STFU. Like, I don't know what Miami can get for him, but his career is done. He lost. I saw he's taken some of the nastiest hits I've seen in the past 10 years. Mike McDaniels. I'm going to say he is a good coach, not excellent, not great, but good. But he's more of a coordinator. He shouldn't be coaching the team. And Hollywood said it, and it just came to mind how young Mike McDaniels looked before he got on the team, and now he looks stressed. He like he's aged 30 years. I mean, he looked like a young. He was a young guy when he got on the team. Was smiling, was talking, in all the interviews, and now you look at him. He don't look like he's smiling no more. He is not having fun. He in Miami, and he looked depressed. If that's not an oxymoron, I don't know what is. So I'm just kind
Tyreek
of,
cheated on his wife. I don't. She said he cheated on her. Now I was confused because I'm like, I know because you got married, and then 9 months later he had 3 different kids.
I mean,
I'm
and
like, yeah, he cheated on you. I'm really,
yeah,
yeah.
what you think he moved to Miami for?
He,
Like, come
she was like,
on.
I think he cheated. I'm like, yeah, 3 women had his baby like 10, 11 months after y'all married. So I think he did cheat.
Yeah, he might have.
I don't know how that happened. It's miracle baby.
So I think he went on his 12th, 11th or 12th child. So yeah, he had to be cheating if he had it during y'all's engagement. So I mean,
Yeah, like 11 months after we got married, he had 3 children. Like, okay,
yeah, that's not. Is that not cheating? I don't.
God took my nut and put it in her, baby.
Yeah,
My bad.
so I artificially inseminated her. That makes sense. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a good
it
excuse.
was a miracle. His name
Yeah,
is Hudson.
Miami is just a trash organization.